Homage to the noble teachings of the Lord Buddha, homage to the Holy Sangha for preserving and propagating this Dhamma right from the Buddha's time up to now, and salutations to our teachers, all our Dhamma teachers, and Venerable Mahasangha, Upasakas and Upasikas. Once again, very hearty welcome and to the Sunday Dhamma program. Just now, we have spent some time um, in spending some time with our own mind, giving some time to our mind to settle down and reflect. You see, this is something which we need time to time to reflect, to sit down quietly and watch our breath or watch our mind so that we know how to transform, how to change the mind, how to liberate our mind. That is how meditation is so important for our mental health. Nowadays, things are, so bad that we struggle with our stress, our worries, and fear, anxiety, and so on. The answer is the Buddha's medicines, this medicine of Dhamma or meditation. So you have to give a practice every day at your home, because once in a week you come here and learn, but the real practice is at your home. Should give some time for yourself. Hmm? Okay, today I will let us now discuss the Dhamma. As Dhamma, listening to the Dhamma is indeed is a joyful feeling to learn the Dhamma. But for example, you are listening to some sort of music and you are so indulged in that you find happiness. Why not listening the Dhamma? You find peaceful. So like that, when you are interested and when you are, you know, eager to learn the Dhamma, then suddenly you will find joy, you find bliss. Hmm? Not only that, many times our doubt get clarified, we have more understandings, our mind becomes tranquil, and so on. Many ways we can get benefited. For example, your mind is restless and you listen to the Dhamma and then it is settled down. Or you want some clarity and you listen Dhamma. You want some more understanding of the same thing you might have heard, but again, when you listen it, it gets clarified. You have a clarity. So today, an interesting episode I'm going to tell you about that how life is so impermanent and our, you know, passing away is permanent. Separation is permanent, death is permanent, you know, sickness is also permanent, and aging is permanent, but we still think they are not permanent. So, and then we learn that how through our own actions, that how we can grow in prosperity, and also at the same time we can also, you know, go towards downfall, towards destructions. In Pali, there are two terms. We call it as Sampatti and Vipatti. You know, Sampatti and Vipatti. I think most of you understand. Sampatti means prosperity. Vipatti means just opposite. Vipatti. So there was a young lady at the time of the Buddha, and he was very, very devout, very poor girl, and weavers actually. They were weaving, a weaver girl, but she has a wonderful mind and she wants to learn the Dhamma. So whenever Buddha comes to her town, then she would go and listen to the Dhamma. So once she listened the Dhamma and she found it very amazing. So then one more occasion, after many years, the Buddha again had come to that city, and then in Alavi, the city name was called Alavi. And then this poor weaving girl was helping her father, and but then still she, the father asked her to go and find out some material for that weaving business. But still she went and searched for that. And while coming back to home, and she thought to go to the monastery. So she entered to the monastery, and then the Buddha knew that today she is going to die, first of all. And then she will also attain a Sotapatti stage, the first state of enlightenment. She will become a stream enterer, but her life will not last long. To that extent that if she go back home and come again, she won't get the chance to listen to Dhamma. Therefore, the Buddha already knew before she comes to the monastery. How the Buddha knew? Because Buddha, in the morning, Buddha practiced this Maha Karuna Samadhi. Most of you know, every day, early in the morning, 4 o'clock, like that. Lord Buddha spent 2 hours in just resting his body, and then 4 to 6 he will sit in this ever in compassionate meditation, observing that who will get the Dhamma today, whom he can liberate. So like that. Then this weaver girl just entered, and the Buddha looked at him, and then the moment she saw the Buddha was looking, she dropped her baskets and then approached the Buddha. You know, the Buddha asked him, "Where you are coming from?" He said, "I don't know." "Then where you are going?" He says, "I don't know." You know, "Do you think one thing is certain?" "Yes, I know, I do know." And again the Buddha says, "When is that thing going to happen?" He says, "I don't know." It's a very simple questions we may think. When asked that where you are coming, she's supposed to answer that I'm coming from home. But she said, I don't know. Why? The answer is that she's not coming from home. She's coming from a past existence, the past life. Many karmas, many past actions we have done, we don't know. So we can say, I've just come from home. She was so deep already. She knew the Dhamma. So she says, I don't know, Venerable Sir. I don't know where I'm coming from. And then why you say, I don't know about the future, where I'm going? Similarly, likewise, she answered that I also don't know that where I would go after this life. Can you know very certainly that we will be going to this life, this life, this place? We even don't know what will happen the next moment. Can anybody know that? We don't know. So likewise, he said, I don't know. But I know one thing is that what I should do at the present, that means I have to be mindful. I have to contemplate on this life itself. That thing is in my hand. And then what is not in my hand is that when this this final moment will come, when I will pass, when this body and the body cease, I will die, I don't know. So these four contemplations, you know, many people who are, we are in the world, but we still don't know. We are so ignorant, so deluded with the worldly ways. Not unlike this Weber girl, she understood. And the Buddha appreciated her, praised her, and gave a nice teachings of Dhamma. He says that Andabhuto ayang loko tanu kheta vipassati sakunto jalamutto va appo sagaya gacchati. That means like a bird which is trapped with a net, and then someone comes and frees, removes that, cut off that net, and then the bird is free now. Likewise, our life, we were so ensnared, so entangled with our craving and ignorance or our defilements, you see, that we are here in this world until the Buddha teach us and show us the path, then we can liberate. No? So we were deluded. The Buddha says the world is deluded completely. Why deluded? Because of the ignorance, the clinging or ignorance or not understanding. So many ways. So this is how we should contemplate our life, that we don't know about our past actions. Like this woman said that I don't know. We also don't know our future. But what we have in hand is present, and this present action is very, very important for us. The present action can transform us with our diligence, with our effort, with our knowledge. We can, fulfill our paramis. We can even grow in understanding right here. It's not only that the past karma alone brings us everything. Sometimes some people believe that only the past karma is responsible for me, or there is no way out, right? There is no way out. The Buddha said, no, there are certain things which are very much you have to do right now. No doubt we have past merits or past demerits. We have punyas, we have kushala or kushala in the past, due to which maybe we born in a certain place, or we have a certain kind of features, or we have, uh, we born at a difficult times, for example, you know. But still, one thing is very positive is mostly that thing contributes to our growth, our progress. In Pali, it is called the Payoga Sampatti. No? Payoga Sampatti. These supportive factors is very important. When you set yourself on the correct path in this life, the path of goodness, with your diligence, with your effort, with your knowledge, with your insight, with your virtue, then you can be the captain of your destiny. You can change the whole course of actions. You see. Now, coming to the point, as I said, Sampatti. Now, we discussed a little bit about that Sampatti. Now, as I said, Sampatti is something which everybody likes, you know. Now, if I ask you, what is Sampatti? You may define me in your own ways. You may say that having a lot of property or wealth or possessions, that is my Sampatti, right? Or for some, they may say, no, no, I may be poor chap or poor lad, but I want a beautiful body or features with, everything is almost perfect. My complexions, my even my height, or my, physical strength, or my voice, or so on. You sometimes you feel like that, right? And you look at the mirror and you see, oh, how am I today? And then you say, okay, maybe my hairstyle should be different. Then I would have been better, and be more presentable, right? And some people may say, oh, maybe this place is so corrupted and this I don't like to stay here. I mean like to go to somewhere else where we have peaceful living, people are very good, no fightings, no quarrels, and you know and you have everything so comfortable. So you crave for that good place. So, and sometimes uh, we say that I must be very knowledgeable, you know, I should have wisdom. Apart from everything, I must be wise. So these are some of the ways we can say that sampatti, what we aspire in so many ways. Now, the first sampatti, as I was telling you, is we know that this sampatti or vipatti, where does it come from? That one has to understand. The fact is that when you cultivate more kusalas, and these kusalas will give a chance to fructify at certain time, certain place. The karma what we do, it has a capacity to be a result. Therefore, when we say gati sampatti, the first sampatti is called gati, born in a good plains. Now, when I say good plains of existence, what I mean is not really the woeful plains, the unhappy existence. Here is the human planes of existence, which apparently is a good place. Don't you think so? Being born human here is a good place, right? And you experience both, you have the capacity or ability to also understand the dukkha, you have capacity to understand sukha, suffering, and happiness. And many ways we can say that the human world is a good place. No doubt, we have good actions. We have done good karma, good punyas. At least we followed the precepts. Therefore, we born into a human planes of existence. So, in that way, we say being born as human is already a gati sampatti. We have this position, this prosperity of being human. But let us say the, the animal world, or the demoniac beings, the woeful beings, all the time they live with fear, and there is no way out of it, because the karma will not, although they must have done some good actions, but they are so strong, and they born into such place that the kushala will not support them. The kushalas, karma will not support them until the effect, the result of bad deeds going to over. And the constant miseries, they go through constant miseries. You know, we might go on the car and you hit an animal, they die. Or in many ways, right? So gati can be a sampatti, gati can be a vipatti. Our place, when it is a wholesome, a good planes of existence, it is a sampatti. Because even we can grow further. Not that just we born here and we just remain as it is. We can improve ourselves. We can grow ourselves. That is how it is called sampatti. Now, The next part is called the Kala Upadi Sampatti. Sorry, Upadi Sampatti and Upadi Vipatti. Now, Ajay said that, like Gati, we learn about how the planes of existence. When we are good place of existence, we are protected, we are secured from the bad karma. Our bad karma will not get any chance to give a result. Likewise, when I say Upadhi, having a pleasant features, having a physical strength and beauty, you know, having good life longevity, for example, these are called the Upadhi Sampatti. Upadhi. Although, we have everything to enjoy, and so called we have um, prosperity, or say we have wealth and good, a kind of decent job or family, everything. But still, if you are not healthy, we are lacking in strength, all the time sick, and you can't even eat properly, and then your features are not admirable. When people look at you, you don't smile. you know. So, very unpleasant. Then we say that this is not sampatti after all. This is a vipatti. Whereas people may not have everything, but they enjoy the life to the maximum. They are so contented, and their features are so cheerful, and though they're poor, so called, or don't have many things, but still they you know they have a good personality. And those kind of people, they actually succeed in their career. They can achieve success, right? So this way we understand that how our own karma, our actions, lead to supportive factors in terms of our own personality, how we develop that characters, that when you go near someone you don't like, you might have observed, someone you go near a person, you apprehend that I shouldn't go near to him. And who has built that? Who has created that characters, if not our own actions? You know, During over the times we develop certain habitual karma. We call them as achinna karma. Habitual karma. Say you come here every day. This is your habitual karma. You listen to the Dhamma, you offer dana or listening, and then observing the sila. These are for your habitual karma. And this habitual karma develop your personality. This has an impact on you already. Say, for example, somebody who is habitually doing wrong, habitually hateful by nature, abusive by nature, jealous by nature, envy all the time. What will happen is his features will be like that. You don't find he is very pleasing. You'll see anger on his tip here all the time. Hateful person, and you never feel to go near him. So here, simple fact is this sampatti and vipatti being whether we are humans or sometimes an animals, maybe some pet animal, domestic animals, they might have done some good karma, then they land up with a family, they live at a house and the owners takes care of them very well, they have doctors for them, you know and they are well fed. Whereas may not be human beings, for us, may not be the situation. So, so their features, their personality or the character traits or the temperaments we inherit, we build from our own actions. So this upadhi, as I said, is supportive factors. It can be for our good, it can be for our bad, for the for destructions. And then this also block the road for the progress. Understand? So, so this is how we should know that how our upadhi, the supportive conditions, can lead us for our um, prosperity as well as for the misfortune or bad fortune. Now, the next factor is that the kala sampatti. Say we are born at a time, we have a good time here. We have still the Buddha's dispensation in India or in many parts where the Dhamma is still prevailing. We could able to live peacefully. But say at the times where there is no sila, people can do anything they want. There is no meditation, for example. Nobody really know about meditation. Nobody talks about meditation. Nobody even practice meditation. You don't have any teachers to teach you. You don't see the sangha, the disciples of the Buddha or the holy ones. You don't really seek their guidance. And that time is the worst time. That time is so miserable time because the amount of suffering is unthinkable. Because there is no morality, people live unethical ways, the way they want, and there is no metta or compassion, forget about it. There is no sati or mindfulness or anything. Right? There is no punya all the time, papa. So on. Even now, for example, now we some places where life is absolutely a kind of hell, uh, in the sense that there is killing going on constantly, there is fear constantly, and the life is miserable, just like animals. So, the Kala Sampatti, being born at a good time, at a proper time, that is called the Kala Sampatti. But when you born at a wrong time, at a wrong place, where the government or the officials, the rulers are not upright, they're not virtuous, where everything is not in order, where people are living with constant fear and miseries, there is no dharma as such. That is the time we call it as a kala vipatti, because those time people will suffer immensely, or maybe a natural disaster, say a famine or a drought or anything, that can be considered as a kala vipatti. So that is the evil effect of this. Whereas being born at a good place, good time, then you have all the supportive conditions. Even your past punyas also come and support you, right? Like in Mangala Sutta we read, Ubbecha Gata Punyata. Huh? You remember that? Ubbecha Gata Punyata. What do you mean? What does it mean? It means having done good or punya in the past. That the punya will connect you, channelize in the present, and it helps you to grow, helps you to develop yourself further, transform yourself, lead you towards growth. So, sampatti, as I mentioned, sampatti is always in a positive side. We have to develop more sampatti. Where? Now, as I mentioned, gati, being born at a plane of existence. Then, upadhi, the supportive factors, right? And then the kala, the timings. But all these things, most of the time, is determined by our past karma. Now, at present, we have the knowledge or wisdom, you know, or mindfulness, efforts, intelligence. These are called the Payoga Sampatti. These are the Sampatti which we develop right now. And that is how, among all the four, this Sampatti is in our hand, and that can be done in this present life. For example, a person wants to be knowledgeable, so he can, if he is diligent enough and working hard, he can get knowledge. If a person who is born as a poor, so he can work hard and then he can be rich. Likewise, he can acquire his wealth and status many ways. So the condition of Payoga Sampatti is that this will can be changeable. This can support us for our health or wealth or anything for that matter. So in this example, so far we are analyzing this Payoga Sampatti, how this Payoga Sampatti is responsible even to acquiring knowledge, acquiring your wisdom, or even fulfilling the, the perfections, the paramis. Then it will lead us to Nibbana. We can set ourselves on this correct path, on the right path to Nibbana. So the three things you should remember here, one is the mindfulness, and then the vigilance, and your right effort. These three things, right effort, mindfulness, and the vigilance. If a person has these three qualities, then he can grow here. He can change his course of life, not only present, but also the future. How the future? Because in the present, he already building off this kushala karma, developing these kushala conditions. Therefore, his future is also assured. Therefore, he will go life after life to happy place. He can change his, let's say, his place. He can change his the timings. He can even have more better features with long life, or with strength, or with prosperity, with more happiness. So like that we have to understand. So these four, can we change our karma? The question comes here. Okay, we have so far learned that gati, kala, or upadhi, or then payoga. Yes, the karma can be reformed, not your past karmas, because the past has already been committed. So one should not be worried, remorseful too much about it, because that is not in the hand anymore. We can change the present actions. That is very much in our hand. When you engage in a right way, establish yourselves with virtues, with diligence, with your mindfulness, with, you see, with right effort, and so on, then you will creating a wholesome conditions, and for the future you will go to the wholesome, go to nobler, right? So you have to understand correctly. Because of the past actions, you understand the present. And when you are understanding the present correctly, doing goodness, good actions more, avoiding evil, then you are creating good conditions for the future. That is as simple as that. You understand? The difference here is how this um, this sampatti, sufficiency or deficiency, whatever we may say, prosperity or our downfall. We cannot blame all the time the past. Then there is no way. Then the Buddha would not have, teach us the Dhamma. Then there is no way to attain peace. There is no way to be liberated or be free. Where maybe some other people believe everything is already predestined, right? Some people may come and argue, well, everything is written on my head before even I born, so what do I do? And then you go and wash your head then all the time. Why do you then? Then how do you remove that thing? So the simple fact is, we have to understand that is how it is called kamma sattaka, kamma saka, sattaka, samadhi. This is called the right view. See, our health also we can improve, our conditions, the present conditions we can improve, our entire personality we can improve, our situations we can improve. And then having done that, our future is automatically, we are channelizing our future. So, and this is how, we should understand the Sampatti and Vipatti, as I mentioned. So, in this instance, what we should do as to sum up, what is the summary you can draw from here is this, that with our Payoga Sampatti, with our wisdom, with our knowledge, with our vision and clarity, we can nullify the effect of bad deeds, right? And we create more kusala karma. And this kusala karma, when you develop it more, then the akusalas will have no power to give result. So therefore, we understand that we should not rely only on the past akushalas or kushala karma. They must also rely on the effort we put on the present life. This is how this present actions or kushala actions, if we do, then it channelizes more kusala karma in the right directions. So, as a human beings, now we should understand that um, more and more we should cultivate good, because good is something which is more valuable and precious. If I ask you which is more precious, and the piece of stone is precious or the gold is precious, you may tell me gold is precious, right? Or that stone is precious. Do you keep the stone at your house and in your box, treasury box? No, we keep something valuable, something precious. Likewise, the good karma is precious and more valuable than the dirt and the earth or a piece of stone. So we cultivate more and more good and fill up our life with goodness. And that is how we have more happiness right now. And then we can assure that my future destiny, my future gati will also be good. The place, the timing, everything will be good, provided the key remains right now. But sometimes some people may not understand this fact, and then they constantly blame that, and they don't change their way of life. Since they don't change the way of life, they remains like that all the time, then they roll over in that karma process, life after life, life after life, because they think my karma is sometimes in the past. I cannot do anything in the present. Okay, I just live like that. I live my existence like that. I grow old and die. Okay. Then next life, he says, no, my karma is like that. I cannot do anything now. So that is how this repeated process of causes and conditions goes on and on. So the key to cut off and key to be aware, awake, is lies in the present times, now only. So I will leave at this point today. We discussed today that where you are coming. First question they asked you, where you are coming from. Then you may, now you don't say I'm coming from home. You must say I'm coming from my own karma, my past actions. Maybe we have our parents, no doubt, but they are just the supporters, parents. But our real thing is the karma, which gives us rebirth. Where you are going, where you will go to the future. I'll go to a happy place, right? If possible, I will try harder, then I will attain Nibbana in this life, or I'll be enlightened. And because one thing is certain that in the present life, I have to do good. I have to be good. I have to think good, speak good, right? And then the future is automatically assured and sure. Understand this. So may the blessings of Triple Gem be with you. May you have mm, the blessings and paramis of the Triple Gem. May you all grow in Dhamma and blessings in your life. I share merits with all of you. May all beings also share this punya and ultimately see and realize the Dhamma. Sadhu, sadhu. Okay. Blessing करेंगे ना जो दाना दिया ना. The Mr. Jayant, you are here. Jayant Jain is one of the donors. Okay, please come here. He is dedicating the dana for the living beings and world peace. Please sit down. We will bless you. And Brinda Patel, on occasion of her daughter's birthday, and then Sumitra Mallu in the name of the late Mallu Kasappa Singheji. You are here, Sumitra? No. Okay. So we will bless maybe this Sumitra in the name of late Mallu Kasappa. Unko we will have to do the merit sharing. He's not here. Okay, the merit sharing we will do in the dining hall for this Upasaka. But we will bless you for your, you are not wishing anything for you. You're wishing for living beings and world peace. Okay. And also the Dia, Miss Dia. So today is your birthday. We send you lots of greetings and metta on your birthday. May the blessings of Triple Gem and all the Bantes be with you. May you grow in Dhamma. May you grow in your life. Sabitiyo vivachantu sabbarogo vinassatu mate bhavatu antarayo sukhi digayuko bhava avivadana silesa nichang buddha pachayino chattaro dhamma vardhanti ayuvanno sukhang balang Ayurarogya sampatti sagga sampatti mevacha अथो निब्बान सम्पत्ति मिनाते समिज्जतु भवतु सब्बमङ्गल रक्षन्तु सब्बदेवता सब्बबुद्धानुभावेन सदा सोत्तिं तुते भवतु सब्बमङ्गलं रक्षन्तु सब्बदेवता सब्बधम्मानुभावेन सदा सोत्ति भवन्तु ते भवतु सब्बमङ्गलं रक्षन्तु सब्बदेवता सब्बसङ्घानुभावेन सदा सोत्ति भवन्तु ते Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So, Mr. Jayanji, may your dana be of great merits and may all living beings be happy. May there be world peace. That is how he wished. And may the blessings of Triple Gem guard you well and protect you. And may with your punyas, with your paramis, may you always be peaceful and happy. Likewise, Brinda Patel's daughter, Dia, may you be happy and well. May you grow into a beautiful person, wonderful person, and also practice Dhamma in your life. And we share merits for Mr. Malluk Sapaji. May all these punyas from the Sanghadana and whatever punya we have acquired today, may this punya helps you to progress in your life wherever you are. May you receive this punya and make use of this punya and continue to progress on the path of Dhamma. May all living beings also share this punya. May all living beings be well and happy. May they all grow in Dhamma and blessings. Namo Buddhaya. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. We will conclude here this session. Before we conclude, any announcement? Okay. Bhante Nyanananda will be giving discourse in Kannada up to around 12:30 up to your lunch. And then if you wish, you can continue to stay till evening or you can practice on your own. And that's all for today. Our Guru Bhante is feeling better and he is out of danger now. So tomorrow we are bringing him to monasteries. Maybe some of you know our abbot Guru Bhante fell sick and he was admitted in the hospital. Now it's doing good. But he still need time, around at least few months to recover fully. So we will pay respects together and conclude this session. Samma Sambuddho Bhagava Buddhang Bhagavanta Abhivade Swak